I'm on a 16 win streak in BR, so if you're not winning games, you're probably making simple mistakes that are costing you matches. This video is mainly for newer players or people trying to hit legendary, but even if you're experienced, you might still learn something. So stick around. Let's get into it. Loadouts. First, and probably the most important thing, is your loadout. The guns and attachments you use will massively affect how many gunfights you win, especially in lower ranks like Master and below, where most players are just using whatever they like. If you're using the right gunsmiths, you already have an advantage. So what should you actually be using? From crates, you should mainly be running an AR and a shotgun. Now, for shotguns. If you trust your aim and want one-shot potential, you can use the HS-0405. But I actually recommend the Striker because it has good range, it's easy to use, and you don't need insane aim to make it work. And with decent movement, you can easily beat almost any gun in close range. You can even use it at slightly longer ranges than you would for a normal shotgun. I used it when I was grinding to Legendary for the first time, and it absolutely shreds, even against vehicles. For ARs, there's really only one option, and that's the AK-117. It's been the best BR gun for a long time because of how consistent it is. If you have the free mythic from last year, that's great, but if not, just use this solid build, and you'll still be fine. Now that your loadout is sorted, let's move on to something that keeps you alive in fights. Plate carriers. With the new addition of the armor system, your plate carrier actually matters a lot. The one I recommend is the recovery plate carrier because it gives you armor back when you knock or eliminate an enemy, which is really strong in late game or when you're fighting multiple people. If you can't find it, use either the quick plate carrier, which lets you fully armor up with fewer plates, or the heavy plate carrier, which gives more overall armor to work with. I don't really recommend the medic plate carrier. Even though it gives self-revive, most players will finish you before you can even use it, and ideally you shouldn't be getting knocked in the first place. If you really need one, you can always just buy a self-revive at a buy station. Now that you know how to survive fights, let's talk about what mode you should actually be playing. So should you play solo, duo, or squads? I recommend either solo or squads. Duo lobbies are usually full of strong coordinated teams, and if you're playing with randoms, it's even worse because you can't really rely on them. Between solo and squads, I personally prefer squads because even if I make a mistake or get unlucky, the game isn't instantly over. My teammates can still revive me or help me clutch the game. Now this next point is where a lot of players either start winning more or lose games they should have won. Your class. Your class is extremely important in Battle Royale as it's not just about gun skill anymore. Your class can actually decide fights and even whole games. So here are 3 classes you should try based on your playstyle. First is Quick Strike, which is my personal main. It lets you dash in a direction depending on how long you charge it, and it's perfect for escaping bad situations, getting to cover, taking high ground, or surprising enemies. Next is Smoke Bomber. You throw it down and after a short delay, it creates a smoke that reveals enemies inside it and gives you a movement boost, which makes it really strong for pushing buildings or escaping bad fights. Finally, there's Trap Master, which lets you place up to 3 traps at a time that explode when enemies get close, slowing and marking them. This is perfect if you like playing more passive because you can control buildings, hold angles, and set traps around cover or loot areas. If you found this helpful and want a part 2, let me know in the comments. And while you're there, make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching and good luck in your games.